Namaskar, Adab, Sat Shri Akal. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Neknavi. Today we are going to start our discussion on a very crucial and a very interesting topic, as you can see the title of my video, that is divinity of environment. But before I start speaking on this topic, I would like to ask a very simple question from all of you. Actually, I want you people to think about that question once. And the question is, just count how many times you have planted a tree and count how many times you have worshipped a tree or used a tree in worshipping and compare both. I repeat, just count how many times you have planted a tree and also count how many times you have used a tree in worshipping or worshipped a tree and compare both. Okay, so I will elaborate this point later on. Before that, let us start today's topic. So what is divinity of environment? Everything which is created by the Almighty is divine. I want to give a special emphasis on this word. Everything which is created by the God, be it us, the human beings, the plants, the animals, the water bodies or the mountains, all these are called divine creations. And the Almighty not only has created this beautiful world, this beautiful environment, but also suggested us the ways of using and protecting these divine creations through different holy books. All the religions agree that the nature is an act of divinity and should be treated as such. In the book of Leviticus, that is a book of Christianity, which consists of God's speeches to Moses, it is written, "If you walk in my statutes and observe my commandments and do them, then I will give you your rains in their season, and the land shall yield its increase, and the trees of the field shall yield its fruits." This is so much related to the protection of our environment that the God is saying that if we follow the laws made by Him, then in return He will also help us, the human beings, to survive on this earth. Not on even this, we all are very much aware of the importance of palm tree and the most famous evergreen Christmas tree in the Christianity. All these things directly or indirectly somehow shows the importance of trees. Now, if we shift our discussion towards Sikhism, we got to know that in the book Japji Sahib, Guru Nanak Dev Ji have said, "Pavan Guru Pani Pita, Mata Dharat Mahat, Divas Raat Dui Dai Daya, Khelai Sakal Jagat," which means wind is a teacher, water is a father, earth is the great mother. Day and night are the two kind nurtures, and this whole world plays under them. How beautifully and precisely Guru Nanak Dev Ji have stated this importance of nature for human beings. In Islam, Abdul Baha states that let us look at the beauty in diversity, the beauty of harmony, and learn a lesson from the vegetable creations. It is just the diversity and variety that constitutes its charm. Each flower, each tree, each fruit, beside being beautiful in itself, brings out by contrast the qualities of the other and shows to advantage the special loveliness of each and all. Also, it is said that जो शख्स दरख्तों को काटता है वो मलून है. That is, cutting the trees is a very big sin in Islam. In Buddhist connections and reflection on environment, the quote is, "As a bee, without harming the blossom, its color, its fragrance, takes its nectar and flies away, so should the sage go through a village." That is, just like animals takes the advantages of nature without harming it, we should also do so in the same way. And of course, the last but not the least, Hinduism. Hinduism is a religion deeply rooted in nature. The sacred text, that is the Vedas, the Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the epics, has many references of divinity related to nature, such as rivers, mountains, trees, animals, and the earth. The Shastras in Hinduism have mentioned the importance of peepal tree, banana tree, banyan tree, neem tree, tulsi plant, even the desertic plant khejdi has been worshipped. We also know about animals, the cow, of course, Gomata, the bull, Nandi of Lord Shiva, the serpent, Vasuki, the tiger or the lion of goddess Durga, the elephant, Eravat of Lord Indra, even the birds, Garud Dev, the owl of goddess Lakshmi, and there are lots and lots of birds and animals and plants. And the holy rivers, of course, Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, the mountains like Kailash, and of course, if we talk about Lord Shiva, then all the elements of nature will come into the scene.
So, these are some of the examples from different religions which I loved reading and thus sharing with you people. Well, I know there is nothing new in all these religions aspects. We all have heard this from the very beginning of our lives. Remember, I asked you people to think about a question in the very beginning of this video. That is, count the times you have planted a tree and count the times you have worshipped a tree or used a tree, which is more. And I am very much sure that you people have the same answer which I have. That is, we have used a tree or we have worshipped a tree more times than planting one. So the very next question which comes in our mind is, why? Why God have made all these things to be so divine? And are these elements of nature only limited within our religions? And the answer is a very big no. Our environment is not only limited within one of our religions. God have made all these things to be so divine because He wants us to understand the fact that our survival, for the survival of human life and for this whole world to keep on moving on the right track, our environment is playing a very important role. Okay, let us not go so far. Let us take a very recent example, the example of this pandemic situation only. Just before 15 to 20 days, corona patients were suffering from a huge crisis of oxygen. And what people did after that? They suddenly got to know about the importance of trees, and they started planting trees all around their houses for clean air, for proper oxygen. I have read lots of news about it. So, and what I could conclude from this is, if we, the so-called minded creatures, cannot understand the direct sayings of Almighty, He has the power to make us understand the importance of our nature, the importance of our environment in a very different way, which we may not like. So, I just want to end this video today by saying that this is the high time to take the responsibility of all the harm which we have caused to our environment. This is the time to take the responsibility of all the droughts, the floods, the cyclones, the pandemic, the global warming, and to understand that we are sitting in the lap of nature and we need to reciprocate the love which our Mother Earth is giving to us. This is the time to understand the divinity of our environment without being a part of superstitions. Thank you for your listening. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourself and your family members as well. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel as much as you can. Share this video with your friends, with your family members, and do tell me your views about this topic in the comment box.